for Twitch to recognize the stream has started. Yay! And we are live once again for Lords of the Sea. So, we got as full of a house as we're going to be. So, we're just going to jump right in, go with the recap, and see where this week's adventure takes us off with. Now, a few things. There are some exciting things coming to all the streams, both the Lords of the Sea, Tales of Exandria, as well as some of the First Impression series, as well as another series that's going to be started on Sundays. Got my hands on some really nice video editing software, as well as getting some artwork from the community on some of the videos. So, going to have fun incorporating all this and just pushing that out back to the community for everybody's enjoyment. So, be on the lookout for that stuff. Anyway,
has anyone done off there fan art?
Not yet.
Damn it! I want off there fan art. Continue.
So, with that said, we're just going to go right to the recap here. After boarding Captain Reese's ship to an unknown mission in the icy cold waters, you have no choice but to just take a night's rest on the ship, waiting for Captain Reese to give you orders the next morrow. Making your way to his quarters, with Gob in hand, you are told that your mission is to ensure the safety of the cargo as well as the ship itself to its port destination of New Haven. This seems a little easy for the task that you were told, but this is what you're told your mission is, so you just go with it for now. After asking your questions, you decide to check out the cargo that is so precious that needs your care, only to find that the crates are filled with common stones. Before you can press Captain Reese with questions on the cargo, large spiked rusted hooks pierce the side of the hull. Shouting can be heard above deck. Rushing above, you see another ship, rusted iron and wood paneled, jagged spikes across the hull. This ship has speared your vessel. Goblins in similar spiked armor begin to attach hooked planks and charge the deck, while others send volley after volley of crossbow fire upon you and the crew. You manage to push the invading goblins back, and then begin to storm their own ship. Soon, goblin keggers, goblins with lit black powder barrels, charge your ship. Ankh-Ba detonates one before they reach your ship, sending a chain reaction, taking out a large portion of the goblin vessel. One of the goblins manages to retreat over the side of the vessel as it begins to sink in the icy cold waters. Captain Reese, impressed with the results, tells the crew to change course and to follow a strange submerged object with a curved spyglass extending out of the water. This is where we're going to pick off today.
All right. So, So we're all on the deck right now. Reese is there. We're all there, and we're just basically right where we left off, where he's pointing towards the thing in the sea. Is
Correct.
that correct? Okay. So we still have to confront him about the cargo.
He doesn't know that I carried the rock upstairs.
Right. But we still have to confront him.
Is the other ship completely sank?
It is submerged at this point. It's already gone under. That's the reason why you can see that one strange submerged object.
Can we do a perception check to see if there's anything weird, or like if we could see like a one of those little orcs or whatever they were?
talking about the gob.
The goblins?
The goblins, yeah. Or whatever.
Like the one that jumped off.
I don't know. Something jumping out, or I don't know. Like something odd.
What you're trying to ask, I think, is if we can see the goblin that jumped off. Like the one, can we see?
Well, anything. Not just necessarily that. Just
Just general
like
good perception and
anything
what
out of
happens to
place.
be in there.
anything of notice.
I'm down to roll that if we're allowed to.
Okay, so you can all roll perception for those trying to look to spot these things.
Any stragglers, I think, is what we're looking for, or anything
You
like
got
that.
keen
God
eyes.
damn,
right there.
dear. That was my idea, and I did the worst by far.
See, Torn
That's
with a
because you were too
16.
busy telling other people what to do.
Keen eyes.
Akbar with a 15, Tyr with a 19, and Katag with a 2. So, basically, everybody but Katag, as you're looking across the water trying to see anything else, little bits of board from the goblin ship do kind of float in the water, but none of the goblin bodies seem to be floating, probably because of the heavy spiked armor that they were wearing. Probably dragged them down below and is still dragging them to the bottom of this ocean. As well as most of the ship that was also kind of patchmeal with these rusted iron pieces. None of them really fit very well in the ship. It's almost like they took other parts of other ships and patched up the ship with various random metal parts just to make it functional. Yeah, they all float.
Well,
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
No, Tyr's just going to kind of slump. Last I remember, he was pretty messed up. He's going to kind of slump against the mast. He's just going to be like, I am going to nap.
I want to know, is it still raining?
It is still raining. There are still 5-6 foot waves kind of crashing the side of the ship.
Okay, so this is not, bright day, we just won the battle, victory atmosphere. This is like still pretty stormy.
That is
This-
correct.
This
Okay.
is Tyr is crawling down the ladder to wherever the crew cabins are, and Tyr's going to sleep.
You can do that, but I would like to slam my tail on the deck loud enough for anyone who's on the deck to possibly look if they are startled enough to look at me.
It's pretty much the
especially
captain and
Reese.
several deckhands.
Right, especially Reese. I want to scream Reese's name, or not scream, but yell.
He's about 2
demandingly
feet from you,
so that
but
he will look to me. I don't care. And I want to say, I want to get in his face, flare up my ice breath just enough so that the raindrops that are hitting his face freeze on his face. And I want to say, I'm just as glad as you are that we won the day. Anbach doing just an amazing job over there. But no money is worth defending basic rocks over. I would like an explanation to why we are guarding rocks. And that is my.
I just love that idea of you shouting his name and him sort of like, do you remember in Troy when
Hector!
Achilles is just Hector, yet he's like doing that. He's like Reese, and he's like, yeah, dude, like I'm right next to you. What's up?
so
Yeah.
Reese comes over, just walks up with the little bit of frost on him and puts his hand on your shoulder. Well, we had to make it look convincing. You're right, the cargo is not worth a single copper. However, that is not what we're trying to protect here. What we're trying to protect is something that has already been taken that we are going to reclaim. And that there, and he just kind of takes your shoulder, puts it right next to him, and points out to the strange submerged vessel that's kind of skittering off in the distance. That is worth more than all the gold this cargo can hold. That will lead us to what we're really after.
So we're really on a glorified treasure hunt.
No, not to something as simple and trite as that. But it wouldn't be fun if it were easy now, would it?
I calm down a little bit, and I say, okay, fine. I really just wanted to know why we almost got blown to bits over rocks, but since there is something more valuable in it for us, I will concede. I think is the word.
Excuse me, Mr. Reese. Can I just ask what's with the cloak and dagger? Like, why not just tell us straight up we're going after this thing in the ship? We're going after a ship for something valuable.
We had to make it look as convincing as possible. And the only way to do that is to tell you what you needed to know at the time. That's how these things work. But it's for the best.
Well, as long as there's more to it than guarding some rocks.
Yes.
I don't know if I follow your logic there, Reese.
I pull Anbach aside and I say, oh, and Katag, even though, I kind of don't like to cut Katag that much. And I guess Tyr as well.
I mean, you really like Anbach.
Oh, Tyr straight up.
Anbach's my buddy.
Tyr
In a way.
climbed down to his cabin.
Okay.
He is kind of spent.
So you might have heard my tail slam on the deck and wondered what's going on, but you are not here. Okay.
He saw enough for you to be yelling at somebody,
Yeah.
and then he was like,
At point blank range.
I want to.
I've blown my wad. I'm going to bed.
I just want to pull Tog and Anbach aside and just say, we should still keep our guards up, guys. And then that's all.
And I nod in agreement. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then we
agree.
fist bump a little. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
All right,
And
cool.
you throw it up, and actually, when I see your fist raised first, like it kind of like Ambach has one of those moments where it's just like, and just is like choking back like a real big whelping tear.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh god! And then he like tops it out and gives you fucking manly fist bump. God, it's not emotional.
Okay. All right, all right.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then I look at.
I just
Katag.
give you one of those looks, like you know that dinosaur in Jurassic Park 3 that saw them rummaging through shit and just like turned around and walked away.
Yes.
Anybody know that?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I just did that situation that you guys.
Well, I wasn't gonna offer you a fist bump anyway, so
Yeah.
screw you.
So as he's leaving, I'm sure like Katag, are you sure you don't want a fist bump? This is a really good like we're coming together as a group right now. You don't want to be a part of that?
I'm going to.
You've got real nice big
walk.
fists. You'd be real good at it.
It's getting weird, so I'm just gonna walk away.
All right.
Men at war get a little desperate. I think I need to
Oh
take
no!
back.
All
the
right.
situation.
Speaking of which, I look for my buddy.
Speaking of which,
I look for my buddy Ador the dwarf on the deck. Want to make sure he's okay with all the action. Is he around?
Oh yeah, he's one of the ones with the spyglass is keeping track of the submerged object.
He's still in the bird's nest, is what I think.
Yes, the
That's what's
crow's
asking.
nest.
Oh, he's so way up there, man. He would have been in trouble if if that bomb had gotten across. It would have been lights out for Ador.
so he got a good view of you saving his life.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. No. So I look up and I'm like, "Yo, Ador."
If anyone's listening, we need some
Can he hear
Anbach
me?
Ador fan art.
Can he hear me? Way
Get
up
in
there.
line.
Ador.
He kind of waves, trying to keep his eye on the prize at sea.
Did you see that? You see what I just did? Did you see that? I blew up. They almost got on our boat. I blew them up beforehand. Did you see me do that?
Yes, you're the hero. You're the hero.
Yes, I saw that. It's quite impressive. Once we're done tracking this, we'll go bang some rocks together and celebrate.
Nice. So that's enough excitement for
I
you
think-
then, eh? You got your fill this time around.
Flashback to when Ador said that he hadn't gotten enough excitement.
Apex knows. He's paying attention.
I think Katag hears the conversation. He's like, yeah, but he also saw you not be able to climb the side of the boat for like 20 minutes.
No, he didn't. There's no way he saw that.
He's way too.
It was all part of the plan. I don't need to rehash this with you.
Ador got front row seats to our awesome
Fist
fight.
bump or GTFO? All right, buddy.
What's Gob doing at this moment?
Gob is pretty much picking off bits of goblin that sprayed on him when the keggers exploded. And once that's kind of picked off of his little leather armor, he is going back below deck because he's tired of getting soaked in the rain.
Yeah, Unbox probably got bits of goblin on him too.
Yeah, I got it.
You were right there.
I got a healthy chunk in my mouth at one point. It was kind of gross.
Oh damn! Lots of protein.
Mm-hmm. Lots of fat too. You know, it's actually. I mean, good
Goblins
fat.
don't
Though.
take
You wouldn't believe how much fat those little goblins have.
It's good. It's good fat though. You know,
Good fatty acid.
the good guy. Yeah, exactly.
Excuse me.
All right. So, with this crazy attack behind you, some of you wounded, some of you spent, as Tyrus put it, return back to your crew quarters. If there's anything else you'd like to do here, you can. Otherwise, we're going to go that you go and continue your rest until the next morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say definitely.
I
should take a
use-
short rest at least.
I use my ability, Second Wind. Are we doing a long rest, short rest?
You'll be doing a long rest throughout the night. So you'll get all your hit points back. So you don't need to spend the
Right.
the healing surge. In fact, let me tag this on here. Don't think we have any custom-made effects on these sheets here. So I think I got to test in the other game for some of the like Billidan's Rage and all that. If I do a long rest, if that's going to actually clear the custom effects, because that's going to suck if it does. So everybody just got a long rest. So you all go to sleep. The ship still kind of rocks. You're used to it by now. The ship just gently moving up and down, and your hammock's just kind of swaying a little bit in the crew cabin. The morning comes, and as it does, the sun is not really out. It's still a lot of cloud cover, and there's distant thunder peals, but the rain seems to have stopped. It is bright enough outside where you can see more of the ocean, but there is kind of almost like a light fog.
I think I might have screwed up something, Dave. On my character. I'm checking it now because I might have done something dumb.
He is not level 20.
No, I might have taken a spell that I got for free. I'm gonna check it.
Yeah, all right, not a problem.
So
Admitting
is
to
this
things.
long rest? Do I heal up? I do. I see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Cool.
you get half your hit die back if you expended any previous, and you get full hit points back. You also recover any spells that you've spent, any of your abilities that you may have spent, such as the action surges, things like that.
So clean slate.
Pretty as clean as it can be for you guys.
All right.
Sweet.
Cool beans. So we're on the water still, and we're approaching fog. You said.
There's fog out. The rain has stopped, but it's still cloudy. There are still thunder peals going off in the sky, but the rain.
Have we dropped anchor?
No, the ship is still moving.
But I thought we were going after that ship that sank.
You are.
So, but do we have to go back? Where are we going in circles?
No, you're following whatever that submerged vessel is.
Oh wait,
It was
I'm
just a while
confused.
away.
I'm confused now. So there's the submerged vessel, and then there's the ship that we sent.
There's a ship you're on, and there's a submerged vessel, which your ship is now
That was the
following.
one that had the telescopic thing poking out.
Correct, and that's what you've
So
been
who
following all through the
identified
night.
that? Who identified the submerged vessel?
That would be Captain Reese was the one that kind of pointed it out and said, "Good job," and told the crew to kind of change course and to follow that.
And so was the Goblin ship that we sank like, bodyguards of this submerged vessel?
You have no idea.
All right then.
Maybe they got onto our boat.
Do you think? I mean, I guess you're not going to tell us, but like, do you guys think that they know we're following them? Probably. They have that little spy. What's that called?
It's technically a periscope, but this is a modified
Periscope.
spyglass.
Mm-hmm. So they have a periscope of sorts. So I think they know that we're following them.
I'm okay with
Do we have a specific flag out? Like, what does it deserve?
Nope.
it.
Ship is
I mean,
not
like-
marked.
Yeah, we don't even have a name technically.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, we're the buttercup, man. Peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
We're gonna tell people.
All right. So have we exited our rest?
You've finished your rest, you've woken up, but you haven't left your cabin. You're just kind of getting your bearings, and you can see through the porthole what the current weather conditions are. You can feel that the ship is not being as strongly rocked as it was during the peaks of the storm.
And
Reese is following this thing. Sorry.
go
The
ahead.
ship is
It's fine.
still sailing, but yeah, you can tell that the ship is still in motion.
All right. So, what is there to do until we catch that thing?
It'd be good if I unmuted myself, huh? Tyr's
yeah.
gonna make his way up to the deck.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Will I? Yes.
Ditto.
If there is breakfast, I will grab some pork.
Oh, pork would be delicious, right?
Yes.
Well, they have salted pork rations, as well as various little ales and such.
It doesn't help me right now. It helps my character. Go
So-
on. Sorry.
You wanted to go to deck. What did you want to do on deck, Tyr?
He's just going to the deck so he can like see what's on deck, like what's going on, because he's not gonna be able to do anything from the cabin. Like what's he gonna do? Like sit there and look at the wall?
Well, he could. It's
You
up
probably
to
got a
him.
nice window.
But no, he's gonna go up to the deck because he likes the sea and he likes sailing and the wind in his hair, and it's where he can think up new poetry.
Oh yeah.
So I go up to deck too. How many other people are on deck?
I'm on deck.
I mean, like NPCs, like crew members.
Pretty much just a skeleton crew on deck right now. You have another crew member that's up in the crow's nest keeping watch. You have a navigator. You have somebody at the helm. So they're still steering the ship, so to speak.
Okay. Is pickpocket a thing?
It's called sleight of hand, and you can try to, pickpockets if you really want to.
And is it like a, I don't know, is it like do you get to look in their inventory and see what they have, or do you just kind of like?
You kind of feel around, but the thing is, if you're caught, there is no save state, so could be quite a hefty penalty if you're caught.
Could lose a hand.
Can I sleight of hand Apex?
No. I mean,
I don't think you have a say in what I do.
well, you mean Torin?
Yeah. Never mind.
Okay. I mean, I'm down. We can fight if you want to fight.
So can I go to find Reese and kind of I just want to ask him, like, what are we doing? Why are we following this submerged vessel?
All right. So, anybody else go with him to go talk to Reese?
Yeah, I go with.
All right. So you both go to Reese.
Is he in that cabin area? With
He's in his.
or whatever?
He's in his suite.
Oh, he's a
the
lizard,
captain's
right?
suite. Reese?
I thought somebody had a lizard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Reese
he had a
has the
pet. He had a pet lizard. Yes, but he himself is
Pet
the
lizard.
lizard.
No. Yeah, he has a pet. I'm just trying to get my
Yeah, we're just following a lizard.
surroundings envisioned around that cabin again.
Yeah, so he's in his captain's suite. So you go knock on the door. You go into the suite. What do you say to him? How do you present it?
I just say, so Reese, enough with the tricks. I mean, we're all adults here. If you need us to go after something of value, I'd prefer you just be forthright with us rather than telling us that we're protecting a bunch of rocks when really that's not the plan. I mean, there's no need for this deception or keeping us in the dark. You saw how we acted in the last, when we came upon that ship. We did our duty honorably and without question effectively. So why don't you just loop us in and tell us what the deal is?
All right. Very well. You see, a few months ago, there was a very wealthy merchant that had a proposition for the lords that have sent us out today. Well, they went missing before they could make harbor. They were last passing through the very region that we are sailing now. They sent out a tracker, a halfling. The tracker went missing. So, it was best decided to set a little trap for them, whoever may have attacked that merchant. Essentially, we were the bait. These goblins, they aren't as organized. They normally aren't this organized. So we need to find out who is behind their attacks. And we need to find out the location of this merchant and what they were carrying. Now, the exact cargo of this merchant, I was not even told. So if you can find the merchant or even the tracker, they would be able to tell you more about what truly needs to be recovered. But right now, we need to find out who is behind this and the location of the missing persons and the cargo. That is what's worth the coin here.
I say, now things are getting interesting, and I don't know. That's it. That's all I do.
Meanwhile, you hear Tyr outside singing his little tune here.
He's writing.
Oh, he's writing. Oh, right. Excuse me.
We can hear him writing very loudly,
I'm used to
It's like Dave's
Vetch
keyboard.
doing.
just with the pencil.
Just a little
Breaking
ink and
the
quill, just scratching really hard on the parchment.
Oh yeah, ink. Right. Forgot
So-
pencils. The thing.
So, as you're talking to Reese here, you hear one of the deckhands and the one that's in the crow's nest yell, "Land ho!"
I run out on the deck.
Yeah, Captain Reese is also exiting his quarters. Just kind of scratches the lizard's chin before he leaves.
So he leaves his quarters with us in there.
Well, he assumes you're coming right out, so he's right there by his cabin door. So if you don't come out, he's gonna gesture you to
Okay.
leave.
Okay, I'll leave. So we see land, but we're still following this submerged vessel.
Yes, you see what looks to be a rather large island in the horizon. Various mountains, little cliffs and bluffs, heavy forests. You can see the tree line going all the way down, some of these high mountains, almost all the way to the very shallow beaches.
Are we? Oh, go ahead.
So, Reese just starts to have this smile on his face, seeing the island here. Do you have sight of it? Yes, Captain. It's almost to the beachhead. All right. Ease back. Let's not approach until it makes landfall. And once it does, then we'll send out a ship. And by send out a ship, I mean you all will go to the beach and investigate. And he just kind of slaps Torn on the back. That is what you're here for.
This is what I'm talking about. My mood immediately improves. I'm now very intrigued and enthusiastic. Can't wait to get back on land and start swiping at some people with my sword.
So I asked Reese, I'm like, wait, so you're not coming with?
Tyr rolls his parchment up, not quite happy with that last verse, but tucks it over later.
All right. So a couple hours go by, and the gentleman in the crow's nest gives a signal that the vessel has made landfall, and that's when Reese just nods and, all right, lads, it's time for you to gear up and make your way to the shore. Remember, we need the merchant, the tracker, their whereabouts, or their cargo. Do not come back with any of them.
Tyr's going to go ahead and cast Mage Armor this time, because I keep forgetting to, and that's really not healthy.
No, it's not.
I was cleaning my greatsword, and then I just put it on my sheath. I sheathed it, and now I'm ready to go.
Can I say, like, before we take off, do you have any supplies that we can use for this excursion? Like, you have any healing potions or anything?
So glad you mentioned that.
Just what you brought with you, lads.
Okay. I look to Arbok
anything I use, I'm writing off as a work expense. So
I look to Arbok and say, we really, really need to make sure next time we're in a big city like Seawall that we actually buy some pants, because I mean, our healers almost died last fight.
And Dave, since it doesn't matter when I do this, I'm just going to go ahead and blow my sorcery points to go ahead and get my slot back. There's no reason not to. I can't do anything else with them at this level.
That's fine. All right, so you burn your sorcery points to recover the spell slot. And I'm just going to put your token here. All right, does anybody else do anything before making your way to shore?
I do not do any else.
no, I'm ready to go.
All right, so you get into a little rowboat, and as it plunges into water, it starts to rock a little bit with the waves. The thunder still peals off in the distance. your crew starts to row out to the beachhead, fighting some of the 2 and 3 foot waves that kind of surge the boat a little bit.
Do we have any of the captain's crew, or is it just us?
Just
4
you.
5. Okay. Gob's here.
Well, yeah, Gob's with you, but outside of that, it's just the rest of you.
Making.
So him and his crew, though, are all on the ship. So, again, just rowing through the rough waters, you make your way towards the beach, not too far off where the object was spotted. As you spend about a good part of an hour rowing there, you eventually do get to the close enough where you can jump out the sides of the ship and just pull it the rest of the way, run and pull it up the rest of the way to the shore, get it out the water so that the tide doesn't bring it back in. And about a quarter mile on the beach up in front of you, you see the contraption that whatever creature was in, this presumably the goblin. It's almost like a large barrel that's been kind of hollowed out, and along the seam it kind of opens on its side, and inside there's little pedals and a little stick that looks like it would move like a rudder, and there's like a little propeller on the back, and there's a little spot where you see the spyglass is bent, so this whole spyglass almost looks like an S to it, a very rigid S. And the thing is barely large enough for a small creature to fit in.
And you said this is a ship on the shore that is opposite of ours, like not somewhere
About
else's?
a quarter mile down the beach. That's all you can see from this far away right now.
Okay.
Can
So
you see any people or any creatures around it?
Make a perception check.
Did we lose somebody?
probably Katog if you're still speaking. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
Katog got dropped. All right, Torin and
perception
Akbal with
rolls.
3s.
Jeez. Oh my god. Yeah, you need to definitely both make
Hey,
one.
cheer. Hey, good dog.
You have a -1 perception.
Yep.
Wisdom
like
penalty.
Katog and Tyr both with 18s.
Okay, great.
So, both Tyr and Katog can see what appear to be almost like little footprints in the sand that kind of trail off towards the very dense tree line. But outside of that, you don't see anything else. You don't see anything suspicious by some of the rocks on the beach, or poking through the waters, or any parts of the low bits of dry and dead shrubbery from the sea salt.
Can we walk over there and inspect this thing?
You sure can.
Yeah. I wanna
Do we roll anything for that?
So, is anybody not going up to the contraption?
I'm definitely going to look at it.
Hold on. Tyr is going to hold a hand out as people start advancing. He's going to reach a hand out. Only one of us should go first to check out what it is. Which of you is the quickest of reflexes?
Because it could be a trap, is what he's saying.
There are two gentlemen that you're speaking to, both of which are over 6.5 feet wearing heavy armor. And then there's one gentleman that is not wearing heavy armor, with very deep bluish skin that, well, pretty much Ankh-Ba. That's about the most dexterous
do it.
person here.
I was going to say, I'm dexterous, but I don't know how dexterous they are. We had a person who was dexterous. They're not here anymore.
Okay.
I think
Here's
that's
what
pretty
he's gonna do.
dexterous.
How dexterous is I got like 4.
I have a 16.
Okay.
All right, so he goes.
Okay. First things first. Tyr is going to focus himself, and I'm going to guidance myself. Tyr will walk forward to check this out. I'm just making sure it's not a trap of some sort left for us, because they know we're following them. They probably left a trap for the person stupid enough to walk up to it, which is apparently me.
All right, so you start walking in the sand to this vessel. And as you get to it, you can see the inside of it. There's a makeshift little wooden seat. Kind of reclines a little bit. It's got the bottom part of the periscope on the upper part of the lid that's been opened. It's got a single stick that looks like it controls part of the rudder to steer, and the pedals probably attached to the one propeller that you see on the back of it. There are other little boards and things inside. You're not really sure what all the purpose is for some of these, but it's a very tight fit even for a small creature inside this thing.
And it's not a trap.
It's a car.
Well, he's just looking at it right now. So roll an
Okay.
investigation to see what you can find out about this thing, what you can learn about it. And that's
Can't
just
say
here.
hell on your stream.
What do you mean you can't say hell on the stream?
I got conflicted with your channel's moderation settings.
Oh, I gotta find out which bot did that. I'll have to look
Don't
at a
worry
report.
about it. It's no big
It's
deal.
probably Nightbot. If I
I
had to make a
changed
guess.
it to heck. Anyway, okay. Right.
Investigation.
Investigation. You said. Sorry.
Yes.
Brain is really funky right now. Oh right, we sent the wrong person. Well, he's not that bad actually. Oh, I get guidance too.
All right,
18.
19 with the guidance. So, Tier, as you're looking
It's
up,
an 18.
-1. Sorry. So, yeah, with an 18 on that, as you're looking over this thing, looks a little too convenient that it's just left out in the open like this. And
You think?
that's where you kind of see some of the alchemical, like, there's little bits of very unusual powdered alchemical ingredients. Looks like it's been kind of dusted with. And you
Tier
see...
runs like hell.
Okay. Yeah,
I
there's
realize
also,
it's not
looks like some kind of containers with little viscous fluid that were kind of put up near the interior hatch. So you didn't touch it. You just kind of saw that and you just started running.
Good call.
He's gonna run. It's a trap.
Good call,
That is
Loot
totally
Man.
a trap. I want us to stand like he's gonna like pull everyone really far away, like really far
I
away.
can just picture Tyr running like that over exaggerated run. You know, almost like you'd see a
It's
cartoon.
exactly what this
Swashbuckling clothes.
It's exactly what he's doing. I have a solution to this. Indeed, I think, maybe, kind of. Are any of you a good shot?
I am.
Excellent. You know how to use a crossbow.
I do.
Excellent.
Didn't know this about.
Rip a piece of your. I'm gonna look for a piece of fabric. Actually, I have a torch. I'm just gonna take the wrapping off the tip of the torch.
You do have a
I'm gonna-
warlock who can just shoot an Eldritch Blast, too.
I can. Well, yeah. I mean, so can I. But Eldritch Blast is his force. It's not gonna set off a boom.
Do we want to waste that spell?
It's a cantrip.
They can just do
Oh.
it constantly.
But they're not fire.
Which
So-
is another reason why I don't like ammo counts for non-magical ammo, because if wizards and sorcerers and all that can get cantrips, why can't, a ranger or a fighter just have infinite non-magical ammo?
Anyway, I'm just gonna take the wrapping off, apply it to a crossbow bolt. I'm gonna hand my crossbow to somebody who can fire it and actually hit that thing after I light it on fire. I'm making a makeshift fire arrow.
All right.
And I mean, we're staying like way back. Like I'm going like way back.
So who has survival here to light the arrow on fire? Or does anybody
I
have
have
a tinder
I have
twig?
plus-
I mean, no, I've got like the thingy for it. I've got
That's
do I
also...
have I have a tinder box.
Okay, if you have a tinder box, then yeah, you can do it, no problem.
Oh yeah, no, like of course I have a tinder box.
Not everybody
Yeah,
does.
he's gonna. Luckily, I built this character before the concussion. I'm going to light that, and I'm gonna hand him the.
Why does this character have 7 jars of mayonnaise?
Yeah. I'm gonna hand him the crossbow and let him take the shot.
Really?
So
All
I
right,
take the
go ahead and
crossbow.
make an attack roll.
I'm gonna guidance him. I don't know if
I
that
make,
helps.
I
with
make an
attack rolls.
attack roll.
I'm gonna. I think guidance. Does guidance do an attack roll? I don't remember.
Let me double check the phrasing on that. Guidance. Let's see. One ability check.
Ability check.
Yeah. So no.
So yeah, it's not gonna like help. Instead, you know what? He's gonna do the most unhelpful but still somehow helpful in this game thing, and he's gonna basically direct him. He's gonna over there, right, a little higher, adjust for the wind. I'm doing an 8 action.
So I roll crossbow light and the black die next to that.
Well, you wouldn't be able to do an 8 action for the attack, and in combat, it's more of a distraction on a target, so there's really
Okay.
nothing to really aid with that. It's good for ability checks, but for this...
Okay, well, regardless, he's still doing it, even if it doesn't help.
All right, yeah, so just roll a d20, add your dexterity bonus to it.
I mean, if he's got a crossbow on his sheet, he would just use the crossbow attack, right?
Yeah, if he's... You can just drag and drop the hit on there.
I forgot he has a crossbow. I would
So
just give him
I
the
just
damn
roll
bolt.
this in the chat.
It's like making any other attack, dude. You
Okay.
just
Yeah.
double click it and it'll...
Yeah,
There
there
you
you
go.
go. Look at that. 22.
So,
Yeah, this flaming bolt goes flying across the beach, lands right inside the interior of this little contraption, and for a half a second, like, nothing happens. Then something happens. Then you just see this bright flash go off, a blinding, piercing light, followed by a very loud explosion and lots of fire. Little bits of this wooden submergible go flying up into the air. There's now a plume of black smoke billowing up from the beachhead.
Excellent. Tyr will take his crossbow back. Now they think we're dead.
I say, whoa,
Yeah.
that could have been us. Good
I
call.
kinda-
Good.
Thank the gods for that one.
Good call. That was
I-
fun.
no,
I like
I-
blowing stuff up.
Yeah.
Seriously, thank the gods for that one.
All right. So maybe we should look around, and unless we already did that.
So we
by
can
doing
approach it now, correct?
reception.
I
Be
mean,
wary.
it's on
I were-
fire.
If I were them, I would wait for that and then come back and finish anyone who survived.
So can we move up into a tactical position and kind of
Yeah, like hide behind some
make some
maybe.
perception, see if somebody comes back?
You sure can. So if you're gonna, the closest things to really hide behind are gonna be some of the trees in the tree line right off the beach. So, yeah, you're gonna make a stealth roll, just like Tyr
Okay.
was doing. So Tyr got a 20.
Where's
so Tyr
stealth
becomes
again?
the tree. It's, on your skill sheet. And
Oh yeah, okay.
Ankba got a 3. And Torin got an 8.
Well, at least Tyr can do something.
I don't think
Tyr-
that's everyone. I think there's one person who doesn't have it yet.
Katag.
Yeah.
That looks not bad. That was an 18.
Oh,
Well,
that's why I have.
The heavy armor, yeah.
Well,
And
at least Tyr's safe.
yeah,
Wow, they rolled crappy. So at least Tyr's safe.
Hard for big dudes like us to be stealthy.
yeah, it's like these, 1.5 foot thick trunks, and then you have these guys with 3.5 foot wide shoulders standing behind them, trying to blend in with the shrubbery and bright, shining, heavy
Super
metal armor.
sneaky.
Yeah.
Not
we
to
wanted
mention
be
they're all,
stealthy.
like-
we should have been.
6.5 feet or taller.
Yeah. We
That's
should have
probably
been
why
gnomes and
That's why Tyr is so well hidden right now, is because he's standing behind everybody else.
yeah.
It's just everyone else is so obvious that they missed here. He's just, I mean, you have Angbak who's blue, and he's probably like standing right in front of something that's like white. I'm stealthed.
Torin's
Totally
about the
stealth.
same boat with the scale color.
Mm-hmm.
Tyr's kind of over in the corner, like face palming up against the palm tree.
Katog's got the kind of ashen skin like God of War, for the
Kratos.
Goliath. So, yeah, that's essentially the start. And Gob is this brutish, very strong, green, but also very large half-orc. So hiding, not really the best thing. He's more of the kick in the door, stab first, think never.
What is
Gotcha.
he a half orc?
What was that, JT?
What is he half orc with?
You're not sure. Nobody's really asked him that. So I mean,
Ask him, dude. This is a great
Wait,
time.
now
to
is not the
conversation.
We
Buddy, what's
may
your other half?
getting ambushed by goblins.
Is your orc your mama or your papa?
No, you see, that's why we didn't stealth, is because Katog decided to start talking to Gob about his race,
Yeah.
and it blew our cover.
all right. So as you wait in the tree line, waiting for something to come by here and investigate the beach. How long do you wait?
15 minutes.
Yeah, no more than 20 minutes.
All right. So 20 minutes go by. You roll a perception. 9, a 7, 11. A 21 tier is just killing
that's
it.
persuasion. I rolled the wrong one, but I mean 16 plus. It's still a 16.
All right. So
Perception rate, yeah.
So as you're looking after 20 minutes, you don't see any movement coming from the tree line or anywhere near that thing. Looking around your immediate area, occasionally like a little bird and things will fly by, but this basic, life here. But outside of that, nothing unusual seems to be creeping in the tree line that you can see.
Wow.
Okay.
So they left us a trap and just said, "Fuck it."
Now they probably assumed that we would be too busy dealing with it. This was just in case. It was still smart. It didn't take us too much time. Let's try to pick their trail up.
Agreed.
Okay, so, yeah.
All right, who wants to roll survival?
I'm gonna
I
guidance
did.
whoever is our survivalist.
Can we all do it? Oh, I'm rolling survival.
I don't know who our survivalists are, so.
I'm just gonna roll.
The thing is I'm proficient in it. And I
Yes,
still rolled
since no one told me, I couldn't guidance them, which is sad.
Oh!
But that's okay. If he could be guidanced, but I mean, you rolled really well, so it doesn't matter. But if you could be guidanced, you would have had a 23.
Anbach of the third.
So Ambach again. Ambach and Tyr just killing it with some of these skills. So, whoops. Didn't want to activate that.
Suddenly combat.
Katog just swings at a tree and cuts it in half. Out of nowhere.
No. Let's see. Can I put that over? There we go. All right. So, Appa, you, even though the blast kind of moved some of the sand, some of the footprints, you managed to find some other tracks by the tree line. You start seeing things like broken twigs and, crushed leaves, little signs that movement was here. So, following this trail, let's see. So, you're going through this trail here, and it's a very well hidden trail. There's not really, I wouldn't even call them thickets, but they're very close to it. As you kind of go to the northeast a bit, and after about 2 miles here, let's see, need to check something on.
For reference, guys, just this is a hint for working with a cleric, and I realize you haven't had me around often. so you're not used to this one yet. If we have time to set up for skill rolls like survival and whatnot, if you guys tell me who's going to do it, I can guidance you. Guidance is a cantrip. I can do it all day long. Guidance allows you to roll an additional 1d4 to whatever, and is super, super useful because my skills are kind of shit. So just make sure if it's something we have time to set up for and you're going to do it, like, oh, I'm our tracker, I can be like, boom, here you go.
Okay.
Makes your life easier.
All right, so after about 2 miles of heading down this trail, this hidden trail, you all see what looks to be a little hidden snare. Looks like they were expecting people to maybe survive that trap, and they set up another one. But you're all able to see that no problem with your passive perceptions. It wasn't fully covered enough to where somebody could just step into it.
Gotcha. Can we see what it was connected to? Like what the snare was going to set off?
Yeah, you're basically going to get launched up into one of the trees.
Oh, wonderful. Let's see, do I have the thing to disarm it? I think I do. Yeah, I mean, I've actually got like the thieves tools and everything, so I'm actually trained in this. And why in the hell is my gold piece so huge? That can't be right. We'll ignore that for now. Try to figure that out later. So yeah, Tyr will disarm it.
All right. So you cut the line leading up to the tree branch. When you cut it, the branch just whips up. Trail bits of the rope just kind of dangle and swing about. Continuing on the trail as the forest becomes more and more dense, I want to need everybody here to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Where do I go to do that again?
Main.
And then it's just click my dex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey.
man. Torrent with a 20. Ankh-Ba with a 9. Katag with a 6. Tyr with a 15. And Gob needs to make his save as well. 9. Okay.
Wait, what's the difference between a saving throw and a checking roll? I don't understand what just happened. Oh. Is it the same?
No, saves are different.
So do we need to re-roll?
We're just going to take the dice rolls for that because you don't have enough bonuses even with that to succeed. Basically, a check, a saving throw, your classes may give you a higher bonus on it.
Right. So we all just clicked the wrong one, but
That's okay.
I didn't.
Yeah, no, Tyr didn't. But anyway, only 2 of you made it, and that's Torn and Tyr. The rest of you, the three large lunks, are walking down this path, and all of a sudden you hear just kind of a snap. And Tyr and Torin, you 2 are the only ones still standing on the path, as the rest of your traveling companions seem to have fell into a rather deep pit.
yeah, sweet.
Oh.
Can we throw a rope down and help them out?
Well,
Or
first let me roll the damage that they're going to be taking for going to this
Really?
pit
I have
here.
a feeling I'm about to have a lot of work to do.
All right.
That's okay. The sooner I
You've got
help,
like
the
spikes on the bottom of this pit.
No, there are no spikes, but everybody who fell takes 6 damage. That includes Gob.
those goblins really missed out on the opportunity. Putting spikes on the bottom.
No, I don't think they had time. Also, goblins are not known for their intelligence.
Yeah,
Had
they wouldn't have.
time, so whoever we're following dug this pit.
Well, we were sitting there for 20 minutes, right?
That means that they've probably been here before.
Oh no, they also got here before us, so they were, I think, at the island for a couple of hours before we got here.
It's been months since they've had other ships kind of go missing in this area, so they could have been here a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I realized we had so much gold pieces because we all have that much gold pieces. Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
It's from
we
the
do.
pirate booty that you guys sold.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
'cause you...
Fenced. Should be the more
Right.
accurate term.
Yeah, I have a rope, and I think other people have a rope, so we'll lower some ropes down so people can climb back up.
All right. Well, yeah, the pit's only about 6 feet wide, but it's 10 feet deep here. So you lower some rope, and Gob, let's see, Katag and Ankpa, just make a athletics check to climb back up, or a strength check if you don't have it.
Wait, athletics or strength?
Yeah, just roll the athletics. If you don't have it, it should just default to your strength. It's okay. He still makes it with 9. So Ankpa got a 9, Katag got 11, Gob got a 13. So y'all managed to climb up. With the rope, it significantly lowers the difficulty climbing up. Now, without that, yeah, Ankpa would still be in the pit. So climbing up out of this pit, you all kind of dirty. You dust yourselves off. Got a little bit of bruises from the impact, but other than that, good.
I was going to say, Tyr noting the damage they've taken, I think it would be best if we rested. This is more than I can heal reliably without completely draining myself.
Uh,
Down.
yeah, if we're allowed to, short rest.
Okay. Well, remember, you have those who have the second wind can use that to heal.
Oh, right. People have second wind. They can do that, too.
There's fighters
I
with
don't
that.
have second wind.
And Katag's the only one who would. So, I mean, I don't know if that's worth it or not right now.
It's 6 damage is pretty significant
And
at our level.
Right, but I mean, instead of having it for later.
Well, you get
can
if
just
we
rest.
rest, you get it back.
Yeah, anytime you take a short or a long rest, you get your action surge and your second wind back.
Right. Well, here's the thing, though. If we use it, it's gone. So we would need to rest to get it back. So why not just rest?
Because
Short rest.
we're gonna have to. Because here's the reason why. One, we're gonna have to rest because only one person can do that,
Okay.
and there are 3 people who are injured significantly. 2,
Okay.
if you use it and you heal yourself before you do short rest, you don't have to spend a hit die after you short rest because that doesn't come back that easily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Then
the hit die are harder to recover. You only
Should
get half of
probably-
those back per long rest, where second wind you get every time you take a short, like, little hour break.
Okay, then yeah, Katag, you should totally use your second one.
I don't know how to do that.
All right, so on your sheet, Katag, when you go to your actions, you're going to see second wind there. If you click on the little rope or magnifying glass, you're going to see a little button that says heal.
Oh, okay.
Click on that, and that's going to apply it to yourself. So it's 1d10 plus 2, which is quite a bit. Of course, when you roll a 1, you don't get that, but normally that's quite a bit.
Yeah, that's still half. I mean, that's because you could
Wait,
roll a
hang
1
on.
on your hit die and have the same thing happen. But
Wait, could
yeah.
you have
Guidance.
focus or
No.
guidance my?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
no, guidance
wish-
only
I
does it
would've
for
done it.
checks. For
Yeah,
Okay.
checks and skill rolls and things like that. But yeah, we'll post up, Dave, because these guys got pretty messed up. If we were like level 4, this wouldn't be anything, but they took 6 at level 2. That's a lot. It's like half of some people's health. It's half of mine, anyway. Almost.
Well,
I think it's almost a third of mine.
so let's see. Katag is now got 3 wounds. Akba so Akba is now at 11. Katag after healing is at 17, and Gob is okay right now. So Torrin's at 20. So Torrin and Katag have the most with 20. Ankba is right behind with a 17.
Wait, so am I healing during this short rest, or what's the deal?
I think they're deciding if there is going to be a short rest, because from what it sounds like, people don't need it.
Why wouldn't we do it?
Because we're trying to follow somebody, and a short rest will take an hour.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
I'm good doing the short rest person.
Yeah, same.
Okay, if they want it, we'll short rest then, Dave.
All right. So Katag, did you want to use any hit dice, or did you just want to save your action surge for the next time you get hurt?
What was
I
that?
mean, actually, your second one for next time you get hurt. So do you want to spend the hit dice to try to heal the 3 hit points that you're down?
I thought second. I just used second win.
Right. So do you want to spend a hit dice now to try to fully heal up, or do you just want to wait until after when you get hurt again to use your second win because you get it back at the end of the short rest?
What's a hit dice? I don't know.
Hit die is what you pretty much just rolled.
Yeah, every time
this.
you level up, you get a hit die. You spend those hit die to heal during short rests.
That's the only
And-
time they're used.
So the only time they're used. You guys have done this before.
So
Yeah.
so is that what
I've
I'm
never
using to heal up right now?
Yes.
You can only use that during a short rest.
Okay,
So I
so
need
what?
to grab this black die that says 2 on it.
Right, you could just double click that, and it should spend one of them and automatically apply the result to your character.
Okay.
Yeah, and you'll see the number goes down. So you can do that one more time, and then when you take a long rest, you only get one of those back. That's why, you got to be careful how you spend those. But for the fighters here, they get the second wind, where they can kind of heal after every short rest. They get a little bit more healing with that.
See, like, for example, if our other fighter, the person who's second winded, wanted to spend a hit die right now, he could spend a hit die right now. When we did a long
did.
rest, he'd get them back. He'd have all of his back. But the rest of you, if you spent one, then it's gone until you long rest. And if you spend 2, then you only get 1 back on the long rest. With the fighter, that he can basically stretch that out because that's what second wind is good for.
Yeah, the fighters can keep pressing on harder than most people. That just takes an hour or so of downtime, which can be bad depending on what the circumstances are.
And in this case, it wasn't too bad, but
So-
I wouldn't have even brought it up if it hadn't been like a full damage trap.
Oh, no, that's fine. So you guys take an hour to kind of bandage your wounds. You, start kind of assessing the situation. All right, there's obvious traps coming on here. Gob is just like, whatever we're tracking, they know we're here.
All right,
They're
we're going to do
expecting
something.
us.
Gob, we're going to do something new. Oh God, I hate this idea. All right, let us go on, and I'll take the lead. I hate doing this. All right, we'll go. We're gonna let Tyr. Tyr's gonna be our trap finder here
All right.
because we lost our trap finder. So Tyr's gonna be our trap finder. He has crap for perception,
Sure, that'll
but he has
be
decent
fixed.
saves. Yeah, he has decent saves, and I can't guidance every minute. That would be cheesy as hell. But he has something unique in the event that a trap goes off.
All right, so as you're traveling down another few miles on here, takes about another hour going on this trail. So it's been about 4 hours for your mage armor.
It's been how many hours?
About 4 hours total.
Okay, I still have 4 hours left.
Yeah, it's still a good chunk of change in there.
Yeah.
All right, so the forest that you're in, the dense forest, starts to get a little thinner. You see what appears to be a large cliff that kind of towers over the tree line, but at the base, looks like to be a large cavern entrance. There's still, bits of forest, still trying to touch up towards the mountain walls, the cliff face. But outside that, it's the only cavern that you can see, and this is where the trail leads to.
All right, Tyr's gonna hold up a hand to the others, and he's gonna put it to his lips. Shh. Tyr's gonna scout a little bit. He's gonna stealth out a little. He's gonna guidance and stealth out.
Okay. Let me let's see here.
He is invisible. That is a 29 stealth.
He has become the forest.
He vanishes like a ninja. No one knew I could do this. I totally can do this.
All right, let me pull up a map here.
I love maps.
I was just thinking that.
All right.
Interesting.
Okay. So let me get your helps me get your characters on here as well. Now I'm gonna put Tyr on here for right now. Let's see. Why is he not snapping to the grid? Okay, let me see if that'll work now. There we go. All right. So Tyr's token is now actually working as intended. We're gonna change the view here for the chat. All right. So as Tyr is stealthed, the cavern entrance is up to the north here. What would you like to do?
Okay, you said that the cavern entrance is up there, like along the stream.
Yes,
Why does this look familiar?
because
Anyway.
I recycle.
Okay, so Tyr's gonna move up to this tree line here,
Mhm.
and if I can hit the damn square,
There you go.
and then he's going to like stay in the trees and use those for cover, so he can get a closer look of what the hell's going on.
Okay. All right. Just revealing some more of the map here since it lets me.
And I apologize, guys. I know I'm taking up a lot of screen time this week. On the bonus part, I probably won't be here too much longer.
All right.
I mean, it's all right.
I've already kind of half drifted off twice, including once where I missed an entire roll because I was arguing with this chatbot.
It's
That's
fine.
okay.
That's
You've,
all right. So
Literally kept us from dying earlier, so it's cool.
all right. So you can see another little area, kind of hidden by some of the forests here along the cliff walls.
Mm-hmm. This area, this part over to the right.
Yes.
Okay, I'm picking up what's being put down. So what Tyr's going to do is Tyr's going to stealth back to the group.
Okay.
And he's going to tell them, all right, now there is an area off to the right of the cave entrance. I can see it opening wider. I suspect that our opponents, our quarry, probably have left someone to guard that entrance. We walk in, they hit us from behind. I say we turn that ambush around. If we cross into the tree line over the water, and we have a group come up, they will draw attention. I can get into position in the north. When you spring the strike, I can come up from behind.
Okay.
Yep, sounds good.
No convincing needed.
So Tyr's gonna go back up to his position.
Okay.
And he's gonna go into his position. What he's gonna do is he's gonna start creeping out after they cross the water, and he's gonna try to get a better view once they're across the water and moving into those trees.
All right. So are we gonna need to cross the river then? Is that the plan?
It's just a very small stream. It's like 3 inches
Do
deep.
we need to go stealth too, or can we just do our thing?
He has already seen your attempt at stealth. He's actually
Ouch.
going on the idea. He is going on the idea that you are going to make a lot of noise and draw their attention, and that way we can pincer them. Because if you do make a lot of noise and you do draw their attention, they're not getting the drop on you. You already know they're there.
So we're crossing and we're gonna try to be loud.
Well, not try to be loud. He's just assuming you're going to be. You should try to stealth. He's just assuming that's not going to work.
Okay, so can I move? Can I move over here? I guess everyone else can too, and then we roll stealth.
Wait, yeah. Do we roll stealth first?
You'd roll stealth and then move.
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay.
Come on, dude.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that.
I keep rolling, but it keeps on popping up console.
I'm never gonna be able to stealth ever.
Are you actually clicking the stealth skill?
There we go.
Wait, you're getting a console error? What's the console error say?
I don't know. I just click out of it every time.
It's probably telling you you're like out of memory or something.
I don't think it was an error, but I don't know.
It could also be resource is not loaded as well.
Yeah, if it does it again, read what it says, and we might be able to fix it. I was having that problem with something until I found out I accidentally had the wrong book open. Like, literally, I had the DM's version, and it was overloading. But yeah.
So...
Are you guys coming?
Yeah, are we allowed to stealth move?
I would
like
not move. I would not actually move into a square you can't see.
Oh,
Unbox the only one that...
Half that...
Oh, no, that's gone.
Half those trees we can't see.
Well, no. Like, there. See where he's at right now, where Unbach is? That's where I would stop at the edge of where you can see.
So what do we do, Dave, since we didn't roll high?
You still move. It just means you're not very stealthy.
Okay.
Just stand really close to make a dog.
And yeah, when they cross is when Tyr's going to start kind of creeping out so he can get a better look.
Smell good.
You are the one who wanted to fist bump his huge fists. His big girthy fists.
Sup, buddy?
So, on the east side here, as you approach the trees there, you can see through them. And on the other side, there's what appears to be a makeshift little camp here. There is a little campfire, but it's put out. There's little bits of almost like chopped wood, almost like large quarter blocks of wood that have been changed to make little seats. But as you come across here, you don't see anything here. Whatever was at this camp here is no longer here.
Yeah.
However,
okay.
As they approach over there, Tyr, you hear from the interior chains being like something undoing, like a metal harness, or just like a little latch just unclicking, just clink clink, and then you hear the sounds of metal hitting the ground, followed by rapid chain movement. Then
Tyr's gonna rush forward and push himself up against this wall here.
He's still gonna be where he's at, because it's all happening in the same 6 seconds here.
Okay.
You hear the sounds of growling, then barking. Everyone roll initiative.
Sweet.
Well, yeah. It sounds like dogs. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Sounds like dogs.
And this is where Tyr bombs it.
I have animal handling, just saying.
Fortunately, Tyr still is stealthy as shit.
Where do I look to find if I have that? Because I think I do, but...
Animal handling?
I don't know. Animal handling.
It'd be a skill. It's under skills. But chances are, if they're trained to attack animals, animal handling and to do shit.
Oh, wait, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do have it.
Oh. Okay. I thought... is animal handling something everyone has, or is that just something...
No, that's all. It's a trained skill that you could have, depending on the backgrounds and skill selections you picked at character creation.
Okay,
It's
well,
not- I think
it
it's
says I
something
have.
you can roll no matter what, but whether you're proficient at it or whatever it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, anyone can theoretically try it. It's just, if you're not trained in it, you're going to have a crap bonus.
Yeah, there's very few things that you can't do without a trained
Why does Gob keep checking dexterity?
Because he's got to roll initiative too. Unless you don't want him to fight.
Well,
he-
wait. But why is it dexterity? Like, why didn't he check stealth?
Because he's an NPC and probably doesn't have.
Whoops.
Oh, I see.
He's an NPC and probably has a different kind of sheet.
Gotcha.
Usually your initiative, your net bonus and your dexterity bonus are the exact same thing.
I can trigger it that way. Okay.
Like mine is, like Tyr has a +3 to an it. It's because he has a 16 dex. It's just if you have certain other things, you can have bonuses to initiative and things like that.
Okay.
On the bonus part, at least Tyr is stealthy as shit.
So is Gob still all the way over there, or did you just not?
Gob's over there.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
like,
see if this
Gob.
will let me fix the initiative order here.
What's going on with the init, Dave?
The other NPCs that are on the sheet are not in the proper order, so I don't know if it's going to fix itself when I do this. No,
Looks
it
alright to
doesn't.
me.
We got
Nope.
wolves, dude.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, because this thing does not go yet, and I don't know if I can move it. Let me try moving it this way. Oop, no, don't add another wolf. Go away. Yeah, it's like I drag this. Nope, it adds another wolf. All right, so that's kind of weird.
That's weird. I mean, well, they all have 19, so.
No, they don't.
know why.
Oh well.
Oh.
Yeah, it's something got messed up on there. Anyway, so yeah. Let me just actually, it's not the. Which one is it? Oh god, I can't even see which one's activated. All right.
Could you remove them and then re-roll?
No, because the way it pulls out from the encounter, it may screw something up here. Just trying to throw these out so I can actually see them. All right. All right, Tyr.
Whoa.
Well, why is okay? Oh, that's why. Hang on. Delete this token. This was the duplicate that got put in. Delete token. Delete.
I may be lucky and they might have
There we
run
are.
by. It all depends.
Well, one of them is going to hit you, or try to hit you, but it's not Wolf 1. That one's going after this big meaty Goliath that looks really delicious.
Gotcha.
Now, because
Bite
one of its
its pet,
wolf buddies are right next to it, it's going to have advantage on this attack roll.
Ah.
So it is going to try to bite the Goliath in the buttocks. And does so with a
Damn.
17.
Oh, so they rolled higher initiative than us?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Must have rolled. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it was supposed to roll them separately for each, but it's not doing that, so it just applied 19 to all of them for whatever reason.
Ah. Cool.
Now, this one is also attacking Katag. And he is also
Oh my
going to get
gosh.
advantage.
I guess it's a good thing we rested.
And he's going to hit
Oh,
with a
God.
23.
Katag.
These dogs are gonna fuck us up.
Oh god.
Damn.
Now, this one is going to attack Tyr. And the same thing applies, because he's within 5 feet of one of his other wolves.
That means I have 7 HP left.
And missed! He missed Tyr with a 15.
Wow. Thank God.
Tyr's got
Barely
God mode
missed.
on. He hacks.
Literally.
Yeah,
Right.
you've been doing so well tonight.
He literally has divine power, so.
Why is Goblin not moved? Hang on. He's supposed to have moved over here. All right.
So we're in. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
Where's the music?
It's go
I'm
time, boys.
getting that. I
Okay.
noticed that too.
This could be a lot worse. This could be a lot worse of a situation. This is not that bad.
Yeah, you could have Rixori in your party,
It's-
then you're all just
it's-
screwed.
It's funny how
gonna-
much not having the music like makes a difference.
All right, I'm going to do second wind right now.
Okay. Why is it not pulling up a character sheet?
Nice.
All right, now that's just a bonus action, so you can still attack. You can still move.
Oh, okay. In that case, I am going to greatsword on wolf 1.
Okay, that will hit. So 17 on the wolf that first bit you. And you deal 10 damage to it. It yelps in pain as your two-handed sword comes striking down at it, making a big gash in its hide.
Okay.
But it is still standing.
I don't make any movement.
Okay, now you do have action surge if you want to take another action.
I'll hold.
Hold, okay. In that case, if you're not going to move, it will move on to Torin.
I would like to here, and I would like to swing on Wolf 2
All right.
with my greatsword. So can
Yeah, go ahead. You can make the attack roll on him. With a natural 20.
Hey.
Torin's like, let me show you how this is done.
Whoa. Yeah, right?
And with
Okay.
as he comes up out of the tree line, you just this charging dragonborn comes out with this two-handed sword. This other wolf's biting into Katag's leg. The neck is exposed. Torin's two-handed blade comes down sharp, severing the head from the rest of the wolf's body. It doesn't even get to make a yelp. The body just kind of spasms a bit, and well, Katag, you're able to kind of kick off the wolf head that's still biting you. But
I'd
his
love to
body's
scream, "First blood!" and look at Katag with like, "You're on."
Dude, he just got bit, man.
He's a Goliath. He's 8 foot. He can shake it off.
all
Really
right.
rubbing salt in the wound.
So
Literally.
with that, let's delete that
That was
token
pretty
there.
dope.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. If that's all you're going to do here, we're going to move on to Ankh-Ba.
Yep.
I'm gonna just go ahead and try to Eldritch Blast Wolf 3. Wait, how wounded is Wolf 1?
He's pretty badly wounded from that two-handed strike, but he's still able to fight. He's still a threat.
Whatever. I'm gonna roll the dice and go for Wolf 3 with the Eldritch Blast. And I do that on. I grab the attack roll and I drop it on Wolf 3.
Okay, 15 is going to hit with the Eldritch Blast. You point out your hand, and this black beam of energy flies out.
Melt that face.
Damn.
We did that for you, too. No, we didn't. All right. I was just saying we may have to make another Eldritch Blast for you for your Hex, because that's what we had to do in another game. All right. So, yeah, this beam flies out, strikes the wolf. It yelps a little bit as the energies, the force damage from it, just rip through some of the fur, makes a little bloody patch. It's bleeding from its side, but still a lot of fight left in it. All right. Are you going to move at all, Akba?
I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
Then I'm done.
All right. So Gob is going to move, and he is. Let's see. He's going to move over here. He's going to try to attack. Wolf 3. Let's see. And he gets to make 2 attacks here. First one is gonna miss. Second one
No.
is gonna hit. 15 is gonna hit that. So with his sword, comes down
Nice.
and aiming for the spot that Ankh-Ba kind of opened up in the fur, he lunges the longsword forward, piercing the rib cage and the internal organs of the wolf as it yelps and just kind of whimpers as the body just splashes in the river. You see the blood trails in the water flow down. And
Nice.
that is going to end
Good job,
Gob's
Gob.
turn.
Good job, Gob.
All right, Tyr.
Tyr's gonna pull a second dagger, and he's gonna go to town on this wolf.
All right.
Oh, excuse me, he's only got the one dagger.
So he pulls a Riddick. Starts twirling a dagger in his hand, making all fancy show with it. As he hits with a 15. Everybody likes the 15s. All right.
Got 3.
So you slash at the wolf here with the dagger, making it bleed even more profusely. It looks like it's on its last leg, so to speak. Almost a stiff wind could knock it over.
And Tyr is then going to move. I'm not going to provoke. Fuck it, I will provoke. He gets an attack of opportunity. Tyr's going to retreat.
All right.
Someone hisses like a viper.
Well, it's actually not going to take the attack of opportunity on you.
Okay. And that's it for me.
All right. And the reason why is because it's going to use a disengage. And it is going to run off into the
This is a
wilderness.
huge wolf. It took a lot of damage.
That one in particular had 15 hit points.
He had one left, didn't he?
Yes, he did. But being a wild animal, it does not fight to the death. So its other wolf brethren, the pack, have been slaughtered. It was badly wounded. Its survival instinct kicked in, and that's why
Wait, it was a wild animal?
it was a wolf.
Oh, why could
I mean, they definitely dropped chains, if you remember that. So that they might not have been like well trained, but they were being kept somewhere. So
I could use animal handling.
It's not worth the attempt. If they were trained, I mean, just because it's a wild animal doesn't mean it wasn't trained. It's not worth the try. But what Tyr is going to do is there are 2. Is that accurate for Gob's health?
Oh, those are health bars on the right side of our icon. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Were those always there?
That is.
I think they were, but I forgot they were there. I saw them.
Noticed because Katag's is like smaller.
I remember seeing them a while back and never saying anything. I think it was back when before we defeated the Wrecker's crew.
All right. Well, regardless, to start with, Gwen is going to reach out and
Whoops!
he's going to reach out and he's going to touch Katag.
Oh no! Oh no!
Katag's just
I didn't
breakdancing.
I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident.
How
I was
do
trying
you
to
do
fix
that?
it.
Sure.
You hover over it and spin your little middle thing in your mouse.
All right. So he's going to do that. Is Dave, is Gob actually that hurt?
Don't do that.
I mean, he's hurt, but he's not like badly hurt, like he's crippled. So, while he is
Okay,
wounded, you know he doesn't.
I was
He's not
looking at
crying
his-
for.
I was looking at his health bar that looked like it had just a sliver left.
No, he's got a
Um,
dot.
Okay.
So, like, the monsters will have a little dot. He doesn't have a health bar because he's an NPC. He has like a
He's
little
an
dot.
NPC, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm drifting. I'm gonna see what I can do before I pass out here.
JP is a chop.
Everyone's healed up. Good.
So, I mean, is that it? Is there no more enemies to fight right now?
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna jump out.
Jump out and arm wrestle.
Dave, I can't do this. I can't even remember what I'm doing half the time here.
Sorry,
I'm
we're gonna
I'm
stop soon
go.
anyway.
Yeah. If Tyr stays with and we face something really nasty, but if you're stopping, that's good for me. I'm sorry, I'm so out of it. If
Okay,
Tyr stays with his battle plan, he's already got the mage armor. That should be up. He'll shield if need be because he doesn't want to die. His big spell, if we get into serious shit, would be Witch Bolt, where he will pick the biggest, baddest motherfucker there, hit it from range, and then just move and maintain until it dies.
Okay.
I'm out.
Alright.
I'm barely able to focus, but thank God you're stopping soon anyway. I'm not missing much. I actually made it to a session on time for once. I love you all, guys.
All right, feel better, man.
Yeah,
My guys.
definitely. Catch you, man.
Wow. All right. So. All right. As you, the last wolf just kind of ran off. A crossbow bolt comes flying.
Shit.
Flying out of the cave, and you hear similar sounds to what you heard up on the ship. The goblin tongue shouting.
Hey, Dave, I gotta ask you a question.
Huh?
Will Giant's language ever be useful to me in this series?
You never know when you're going to come up between another giant or something that's in giant script.
Okay, because I was just thinking, like, I was looking at some of my skills and stuff, and I saw that I had common language and giant language.
Yeah, everybody's got a
it's-
racial language, and you never know when that's going to actually come into play.
Yeah, giants still exist in the Lords of the Sea, man.
Lords of the Seaman.
No. That's not what I.
Just said.
Yeah,
You're a Lord of
You
the
did
Seaman.
heavily imply it. Hey, Ambach, are you okay?
heavily implied.
Am I okay?
Yeah,
I'm alright. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you got bit pretty bad there, man.
Yeah, but you know, I'm good.
Cry me a river.
All right. So, as the bolt flies out, you can see these two little goblins in this little side cave, kind of hiding behind rocks. At least Tyr can definitely see them.
Is it like lit on the inside?
No,
Are there
it is
torches?
completely dark inside.
Oh.
So, just a little area beyond the doorway here, the cavern entrance, you can see because of the light coming in from the outside, but beyond inside of it is pitch black. And that's where we're going to stop for today.
Boom.
Boom.
I'm gonna have nightmares about goblins.
I'll just wait until the ones come out with the bombs on their backs.
Hey, by the way, could I have picked an orc instead of a Goliath?
Yeah, half orc. Yes.
Are we?
Oh, half orc. Okay.
Are we stopping for a
Could
reason?
you do orc Goliath
No.
like a mix?
No, it would be just like a half orc. You can claim that the other half was maybe a Goliath, but it'd still be a half orc in terms of game stats.
Okay.
Is there a reason we're stopping?
Because I had this slotted for 2 hours.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I wasn't because usually, like I said, we usually do like 3 or whatever. So I was
Well,
confused.
last week it was requested for the shorter time, so I had this as well slotted for the shorter time. So
Okay.
But we'll try to expand a little bit more, see how that goes, if that works for everybody. Now, just as a reminder for everybody watching all this, there will not be a game session on the 12th or the 19th. That is due because I will be out of town, so I will not be able to run the session. So we will continue off with the next scheduled game on the 26th, where we get to see what other fun things happen to these goblins and the other inhabitants of this cavern.
Cool beans. So wait, so the next 2 weeks we don't have a sesh?
Correct, because I'm going to be out of
All right.
town on business.
All right, cool. Well, good. Have safe travels then, man.
All right, well, congratulations again on completing another session. Again, I have been your Dungeon Master, and I hope you all have a good time and happy gaming.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Cheers.
Yeah. Thanks again.
Mm-hmm.